after that experience, we craved adrenaline. The wanting to know the unknown had us by the hair. We had to know. So we did some research. Back then, not everybody had internet. So we went to Justin's mom's house and got online, and we started researching haunted places around that area. And we came up with an article that a student had done at the local community college there, junior college, about the 10 most haunted places in that area. One of them was the Bonner Mansion. And we'd go to work and we'd pick something off of the list. And for example, the Bonner Mansion, we would ask people if they knew anything about it. And that one, somebody said, yeah, I know where it's at. I can tell you how to get there. But there's a guy that lives in a house, like a little shack. Right when you pull up into the driveway, your headlights will be on his little shack. And he waits outside for people to come in. He waits with a shotgun. So we started devising a plan, trying to figure out how to get in there without getting shot. We went where we were told it was, and there was a little upshoot of a driveway, and we saw the little shack and turned the headlights off and turned left to where the mansion was supposed to be. And we sat there trying to figure out where the mansion was while we couldn't see it. And we realized that the whole time we were looking at it, the whole front of it had grown up with ivy, so the entire windshield of the car was the mansion. And I don't know why we backed up and left instead of getting out. Probably could have been the shotgun. I don't know. We never saw the guy. We never saw a shotgun. We never got shot at that night anyway. So we left. We would drive around just doing random things. We'd take strolls through random cemeteries and see what we could see. Nothing real big came of the random drives or the cemeteries. Up until this point anyway. Me and Justin worked the 1 to 10 shift at Home Depot. We would get off at 10 o'clock at night, and we would go home, change clothes. That sounds silly, but we were still 19, 20 years old. But we had this uniform that we wore. It sounds funny now thinking back on it. But we would go home, we would change into our uniform, and we would go out driving until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, looking for something crazy. We'd come home, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, get off, change clothes, drive around. It was a repeating schedule every day, unless we were off. And then when we were off, we spent all day thinking about where we were going to go, but we had more time to research and decide where we were going to go that night. There was one place that we heard of. It became extremely iconic in our adventures. And all we heard was the sawmill, the sawmill, the sawmill, the sawmill. So I asked another guy that we worked with if he knew where it was at. And he said, yeah. We used to go party there all the time. And I said, man, it's not interesting. People go party in there. I said, can you take me there? And he said, no, I'm never going there at nighttime. I know what y'all are trying to do. And that was the answer I was looking for. That was what I wanted to hear. Because I wanted to go to places that people refuse to go to at nighttime. So I got directions from him, found out where it was at. And going to this place was a huge change in our speed.